Hey, it's back on. It's me again. Are we ready? We're going to start off now on segment 2. We've got Gemini, we've got Aries, we've got Cancer. You guys ready? Let's do this. Okay. Start off the reading right now with Gemini. How are you Geminis doing out there? Been having some interesting Gemini readings. I think maybe Gemini might be one of those other signs that we may have to split up between men and women, because the male Geminis are so different from the lady Geminis. Let's see what we got. Let's spin these out. See what we got. Yep. Looks like we need to spin them around and shuffle them up. Let's see what we got going on for Gemini. Gemini this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We need to have Saturday and Sunday all lined out. Let's see how Gemini is doing this weekend. You guys also know we have this crazy full moon coming up this week. Yeah. I think it's the 24th? The 24th? Yeah. So that's going to bring interesting energies to everyone. I've been seeing a lot whenever I'm doing the Gemini readings. I've been seeing a lot of air sign activity going on. So I guess for you Geminis who are dating other air signs or dating earth signs, you've had some craziness go on. You've also had some weird communication issues with Pisces. So that's been in everybody's reading. It's been like all out there. And there's also been interference in everybody's relationship from Leo. So we might see how that's playing into everything as well. Let's just keep in mind, Gemini, that anybody, including yourself, who continues to tell you negative things, if you've got something going on with you to where you're telling yourself negative stuff all the time, that stuff has been supplanted into your mind, and you're going to have to let it go, because it's going to destroy you if you don't. It's going to destroy your future. It's going to destroy what's coming in, and you're going to have to cut these people who are, cut them out of your life. And if it's you that's doing it, then maybe you need to get some counseling. Because Gemini, you guys are so talented, males and females, so talented, so many different things that you could do. People tend to love you so much, and no matter if you're doing them right or doing them wrong, it doesn't matter. They just love you, and it's really hurting them, and it's hurting you too. So let's see what we got for Gemini. Let's see if we're going to be divided up between males and females. Again, Gemini, this person, okay, it's going to have to be like cut away from your life. If you are I feel my intuitive feeling is with this is that if you're a male Gemini, this person is an earth sign. If you are a female Gemini, this person is another air sign, maybe. Like, I just want to show you guys this. Look. Before we even get started, I just want to pull this out because this card has been so absolutely prominent in all of your readings. Okay. This lady finds it difficult to trust anyone. Insecurity causes suspicious nature of this woman. She's got either white hair or black hair. She could be any race. It says ignores the things that she cannot face. So that means kind of like if there's something true and the person just avoids it, that kind of thing, and they know it, but they just keep doing it over and over again. woman in her maturity, too much independence on others, inclined to be lazy. Fear of failing makes this lady quite changeable. She lacks motivation. Often this lady will neglect her own responsibilities because of her insecurities. It says this person is a Libra. If you're a female, this is a Libra that we're talking about. If you're a male, cooperation, air sign. I mean, it's here in the book. I'm not blowing smoke up you guys' ass. I really want you to understand the severity of what's happening here, because this has been coming up in your reading since I started doing this. And guess what? Today is my 3-week anniversary of doing these cards. So, Gemini, I've already killed 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes of our time here. So let's get started. What is Gemini feeling the effects of right now? What is Gemini feeling the effects of right now? Hanged up energy. Okay, we're going to pull this card out of the book too for you guys. I'm really feeling like I should be giving Gemini lots of information right now. The powers that be are worried about you guys. Have you guys gone to this person yet? We've been talking about that in your readings as well. There's this person who can help you, this agent or manager or lawyer or whatever the hell he is, bookkeeper, I don't know. You guys really need to go and talk to this person about something that you have been putting off. Especially, I feel male, really strong male energy with this. So Gemini guys, go to this person and tell them about this idea or this other thing that you've done that you're good at, and see what they will do. See if they will help you, because I think they will. I think they'll take you to the big boss, or introduce you to somebody, or speak for you with somebody who has the money and power to do what needs to be done to help you. That could also be a father figure for you Gemini ladies. You need to go, you can get some help from your father, or a father figure, maybe an uncle, an older man. You do have the possibility of having this wish come true. You do, but I think it has to do with business and not relationships. Let's see, where is Gemini today? Where's Gemini today? Look at this. Right here, cut from this card, cut from the Cucullin card. That's interesting. Things are slow right now with your creative stuff. You're just basically doing your job. You're not pushing forward with your creative side, which is really crazy, because Gemini, remember, Gemini has two sides. Gemini has a creative side, and it has an all work, no play kind of side. Gemini has two faces. A lot of times that's bad in relationships with people who date Gemini, because they're two-faced to a lot of people. You have the opportunity to overcome that. Be the same person with everybody. Let's see. I'm seeing breakup in your relationship cycle. I know if you are the person who is with the air sign, with the other, if you're the Gemini who's with the other air sign, that looked really bad. It looked pretty bleak today. So yeah, where we need to be. Yeah, you need to be bringing order, cutting away the things in your life that are bad, that you know that are bad for you. This card, the Queen of Swords. This lady is really straightforward. She's really smart. She's really she keeps a really clean house. She doesn't let things be cluttered. You need to be clearing things up, whether they're emotional or whether they're financial, or just your room, do your laundry or something. There's a lot of things that do the dishes, clean the kitchen. These things are going to be your energies for this weekend, from today until the end of Sunday. So Monday we'll come back and see what's going on. But I really think it's going to be rough. But I see something good in the future. I do. I can feel it coming. You're not going to be faced with a lot of decisions. There's not a whole lot going on right now, Gemini, whenever it comes to that, the love thing. You're about to come to a point to where the decision isn't yours anymore. It's going to be somebody else's in the relationship. So it's time for you, if you're going to assert yourself, to assert yourself now and break away from that situation. Your world may feel upside down this weekend because of that. You might have some turmoil. Let's see how we can work it out, see what we can do to fix things, if we can fix them or if we can get over them. Okay. Love for Gemini this weekend. There it is. Love this weekend. Love, commitments, contractual stuff for business. With this being under the Hanged Man card, and with these other cards here, these are like not love cards, they're kind of business cards. So this might be talking about business that you love. Signing a new contract. Let's see if the finance card can give us any more clarity. This is generally like a baby being christened, or hand of God being indoctrinated into something. Finance. Strength card, and it's an 8. That's good. That's good. If you stick to your guns and you be strong and you just do your thing, this weekend can turn out good for you for money. Really good for you for money, but you have to capitalize on your strengths and what you're good at, and that's what you need to be doing this weekend. Where others are concerned, you still have this decision hanging over your head, and I don't know how you guys managed to even pull this decision out past what it was. Because last week I really saw a Saturday being a day that had energy in it. Maybe it's this Saturday. Maybe I was a week off. Maybe I was wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. I can admit that because I'm a Pisces and I just keep swimming. But things are starting to be cemented in for you. You're starting to lose that opportunity to do things your way. There's a decision that's going to be made by other people now. These decisions are in the others category, and it's not the way that it was before in the other reading, where it was you having to make decisions about these people. It's these people making decisions about you now. So especially whenever it comes to this, and with this major arcana here and here, it's really singling this out for you. Let's see what's on track for us. Gemini, what's on track for you guys? I said us. I'm not a Gemini. I'm a Pisces. I said us for some reason. Let's lay this out. This breakup or this parting of ways isn't going to be as bad as you think it is. It'll probably actually be good for you. And oh, look, the Cucullin card. You had that card. I'm sorry. The Libras had that card as well. We'll see about Capricorn, because I do feel that the male Libras are involved in an earth sign, and I feel like it's Capricorn. Are you going to make, Gemini, are you going to make a contract that has to do with this enterprise distinction with this love card, or this Cucullin card here? You're going to make some decisions with that this week. Or this weekend. That would be really good for you, because you have to make a decision to shit or get off the pot. Let's see how this goes. Hierophant, don't be an asshole about it. You can be a leader with it. You have to let go of incorrect knowledge and things from the past. We have a tendency as human beings to look forward negatively and to look back positively. We should be doing that, actually, not looking forward negatively and not specifically looking back positively, but we should be looking back objectively. Now that we've had this new information that's come to light, that we've had in your last readings, and like this here today, and all the pages and stuff that we've had over the last like 2 or 3 weeks with you guys, like again, we're seeing abuse of power. So it's either you're doing it, or someone else is doing it to you. You need to be clear about that with what's going on. And I really don't, as I lay this card down, abuse of power and giving something. Somebody is giving bad. Someone is using their power to cause disharmony, because harmony is a 6, right? And this should be like you and harmony. You're loving people, you're giving people help, people are giving you help, it's all good. But for some reason there's a person who is abusing their power in your relationship or in your business, and they're causing you to not give to these people. And I think it has to do with something in the past, and I think it's wrong information. I really do think it's wrong information. You have the wrong idea about somebody. You have the wrong idea about somebody. Let's pull something out here. And it pops out. It's a water sign. You have the wrong information about a water sign. Somebody, Piscean, something that you started in the past, and you have the wrong idea about it or about this person. Someone's giving you that on purpose. A cheating person. And it also has to do with a Leo. A Leo has given you bad information as well, or is helping with it or facilitating it. This is a person who scams off the top of everything, skims off, makes money off of everybody, steals whatever they can. Like if you're like a bartender, they'll steal your shift. If you're or your tips or your whatever. If you're this is also a cheating card. This is the sign of a female cheater. Let's see. Let's pull some more of these out. Again, your starts on money for this thing that you really like to do or you really want to do, whatever it is that puts you in this as this person who is very charismatic, very outgoing, the person who is famous. You want to think of like you think of like a movie star or a famous sports person or a famous you think about famous people whenever you see this. You think about people who are big and strong and famous and can help other people. Someone who's in the public eye a lot. And I really think that this cheat is on that person or has to do with that person in some way. I don't feel like they're the person that's cheating. Yep. Huh. That's interesting. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Again, it's showing me retrospect with you looking upside down in the wrong way. And it also is showing me, let me just do this one more card here. See this? This is you having a good work ethic and everybody knowing about it. This is you having a good reputation in your field and having a possibility of being able to move forward with that kind of energy. I also see here something that you were indoctrinated in a long time ago, maybe as a child or something that you're really good at. Okay, so let's put these on. Put my thinking glasses on. All right, so Gemini, here's what we got. Hello. We have the Hanged Man. So you've been hanged up by something. I told you I was going to pull this out of the book, so let me pull this up. This card isn't as bad as it seems whenever whenever these guys around it are in upside, whenever its other major arcanas are in an upright position around it and has these other things like this around, it's generally a good thing. So let me just show you. Get to the 12. Get to the 12. I see it. There it is. Okay. Piercing the barrier of limited consciousness and availing yourself of higher wisdom. Blessed with truth, have no fear. Faith holds strong when trouble's near. Able to look above the present situation and conditions, you have great foresight and stamina. Do not be misled. There is plenty of action behind this apparent standstill. Be prepared for new, innovative ideas. This could be a complete and unexpected change in your home life or at work. It also says, the pussycat is now ready to roar like a lion. Expect views and attitudes or decisions that are on the horizon. And this has to do with Pisces. I don't know if you can see it because it's so bright. But yeah, it says, Astrology, Pisces. Cooperation with Pisces. Triality, maybe third try, or maybe you and Pisces and somebody else. Vow. Transformer, universal. And Pisces is neutral. Material. Triad of morality. Water sign. So there's that. Like I said, with this Knight in the upside down position, this is your creativity and everything being slowed. This horse is walking, it's not running, but it's still moving. And with it upside down like this, it's just going to be even slower. And so your creative stuff is being blocked up or maybe stifled up. You need to clear away old stuff. You need to be strong. You need to be sharp. You need to be speaking the truth to people. Especially whenever it comes here to relationships, your love relationship, this is good, strong energy, either in business or in love. And the way that this is laid out, it kind of looks like this is business. It kind of looks like it's business because these are all business. So you might be getting a new business contract. I definitely see that, but I also see that this is strong energy passed back and forth between male and female. So you may be working with a female. And a water sign as well. Strength, be strong, show your, whenever it comes to your money, don't take less than your worth. Hold on to your patience, because you're going to be able to work things out, but you just continue to show yourself as somebody who is, with your work, just continue to show somebody who has a strong work ethic and won't bend under adversity. And will hang in there. This decision, the decision that you had to make that you could have made last week is now in the hands of other people. It's in the hands of other people because if you've waited a long time to make amends, that person may not be available to make amends with anymore. They may have made the decision to cut you out themselves. If you're in a situation where you had a decision to make and you didn't do it, say it was in a relationship or whatever, now this person can flip the script on you and in the relationship and be the one who takes control or takes the lead, which is probably a really bad thing for you. So you really want to make sure that you make this decision yourself and you push it as soon as you possibly can. The time for waiting is over. And then talking about becoming this person or getting help from or working with this person, you have to realize that this person is basically like demigod-like. This is the strongest of all of the court cards. The guy with money, that's money. This dude has money, and he may not have as much money as the King of Pentacles, but this dude, the King of Pentacles, is also married to the Queen of Pentacles, and we know how that goes. So, you should really pay attention to enterprise and distinction, things that you do for yourself. Because you can be more than what you realize that you are right now, especially you male Gemini. The Hierophant, this is someone who is going to oppose you, someone who is going to, and it feels female. Hierophant feels female, looks female on the card. Could possibly be someone who's a stringent religious person. Could be a male. It could be a male, but it's someone who's stringent in religion. It's someone who, if you disagree with them, they're going to fight with you. And it doesn't matter, even if it's just a small disagreement, oh, the sky is blue. Oh, yeah, there's a few clouds. Well, fuck your clouds, kind of thing. This person just like, let that go, because that's what's kind of stopping you up, because they have an opinion about this, and they are not going to let you go with it. And you need to be, let's just turn this person over and tell them to shut up. And let's look. You could be the leader. You could be the leader of the whole thing. This comes again here, like I was telling you before. Someone lied to you about something that happened in the past. There's lies in the past. There's abuse of power. There's ultimatums. There's just straight out emotional abuse that's happened here, probably to you from someone. And it's about a water sign or a Piscean person or creativity or the things that those things stand for. like a new, like I think a long time ago when we first started doing these readings, I was telling you that there was somebody who was telling you wrong stuff about something that you were doing on a creative level. So there's that, and they're causing this disharmony with you and the balance and the scales and everything here. The balance and the scales, it's all off. It's all in disharmony because of this abuse of power that someone has done, and it's a cheater. It's a cheating female. And this person has been led astray by a Leo. Leo has put their 2 cents in and caused this. But I think from the very beginning, this female, whether it's you, Gemini female, or whether it's you, Gemini male, and you have a cheating female, or an abusive female. It's either or. The male is not the one dealing out the abuse in this issue. You had the opportunity to cut things away. You still do. It's still there. It's just hung up. It's just hanged up right now. Okay. It's there, but there's something that's slowing it down. And I really honestly believe that what's slowing it down is this. So you could have a contract. You could have a really good relationship. But this abusive shit is stifling it, and it's causing issues. It's not wanting to move forward. Now, as far as what you thought here, that was underneath this card. So this comes under the you having the where they've abused the power, and they've been, whoever it is has lied about the past. Whoever it is has lied about something that has to do with cups. So cups are love, cups are creativity, cups are money, creative ventures. They've lied about it, right? And it's not as bad as what they did. They like exaggerated some shit, and it's caused everything to be messed up. And if this is you and you've lied about this, then you need to fix it. You have the opportunity to fix it. It's coming up. It won't be here forever because, like I said, now that you didn't make the decision to fix things, now someone else is going to make a decision based on your non-decision, which is still a decision. It's like you decided to not. It's like you decided to not fix things when you could. You decided to let things ride, and I think that it has to do with this. I think it's about you being under the wrong impression. Being told things that are not right, or if you're this female, you've told your mate, whoever it is, if you're cross-watching or if you're a cheating or deceiving, manipulative female Gemini, because this is definitely like, that is not a man. That's the Queen of Pentacles, and it's not a cross-dresser. It's really a real female. Okay, it's the real deal. All right, born with a vagina, female. Whoever, if it's you that did it, your karma is to lose this person. So that's going to happen if you're a Gemini female. If you're a Gemini male and you have lied and you have covered things up, or you have abused your power in a relationship or with somebody else, then you are going to, the other person is going to be in control and make this decision. And you better hope that they're nice, because if you lose this, you lose this, and it's not really worth it. It's really not. Let's talk about this real quick. Let's go through your harmony line and let's move on, because we're like in there, and I'm just trying to keep everybody under 20 minutes, and we're like at 30 minutes right now. So where others are concerned here, because this was the last card that we had that was down. So let's bounce everybody off of this. Okay. Turn this back over. You have the opportunity to come together and work with a group of people who are amazing. You have the opportunity. These people are, they're fun-loving people. They will celebrate with you. They will be there for you. And you have an opportunity to do that. You have an opportunity. You need to stop looking back at what was a war, because it really wasn't a war. It was a misguided attempt at whatever. You don't need to worry about picking that stuff up. You don't need to worry about picking up the pieces of that. That's already in action, and you can and you can let that go. Stop looking back at the war. It wasn't a war. It was a mistake. Wheel of Fortune is right side up for you with this, whatever it is that you decide. That has to do with, I know it has to do with business. I can just feel it. This is you look at, you're waiting for your ship to come in. Hand of God, 3, it's coming. It's coming. You need to focus more on being more spiritual. You need to focus more on a more esoteric path and be less mundane, both male and female. You being out of touch with the divine, or out of touch with the greater power, or whatever you want to call it. Call it God if you want. You being out of touch with that, and you shutting that out of your life, or you not, or vice versa. This could also mean that you've become too religious, and that you're pushing over the bounds, and you need to stop it. But this isn't this means that you're letting things go. Like, there are things that you know, like this card. Oh my gosh, something's itching me. This card generally means like that's really looking. It generally means like you're having dreams, you're having intuitions and stuff like that, and it means that you're not following them. You need to be following what's being shown to you. You're being given guidance, you're being given divine guidance, and you haven't been following it. And I want to say that this goes back maybe 3, 4, maybe even 5 years of you doing this. So you need to make changes. And here, this card, okay, generally this card, look at it in an upright position. Look at this guy. He takes off the blindfold, right? And he looks back and he's like, oh my God, there's all this work behind me. Look at what all I've done. And now I'm walking away from it. I'm just going to take this one little stick. I know that I'm worth all of these sticks, but I'm just going to take this one little stick and I'm going to go. No, that's a bad idea. So you need to stop looking back at these things in a negative way. You need to stop being depressed about what happened and be happy, because it's something that's new and that can push you forward. You need to establish yourself, if you haven't already, as having good work ethic, and move forward with this, because you have an opportunity business-wise to do something that's really good. None of these cards are showing up as like really love cards, really. There have been these that can be a love card, but man, there's this there. So I'm just thinking, Gemini, male or female, you're going to have to cut ties with a relationship that you had. This card here, but and this is why. This is why. This is it's bad. It's bad for you, both male and female. It's bad for you. It's the person who's involved in all of it, be it you yourself or the other person that you're involved in, are too far into materialistic pursuits right now. You just are. And it's just got to be cut away, or it's not going to get any better. You're not going to reach where you need to be. This is you being indoctrinated into something. Like if you're the little baby, you're being indoctrinated into some kind of new thing. I think that whatever it is, it's going to slow you down on the path that you want to be in your career. I think that you need to remember the promise of Christ. If you want good judgment, right, and you don't want this to die, you're going to have to take the veil off your eyes. And you're going to have to stop taking the information that you're given, or you're not going to be that star. That star's not going to shine for you. You're not going to be it. And if you do it correctly, you have this to gain. So the world's in your hand. You're just not doing anything with it. Look, here's that new start, that fresh start for that something that you had before that you can push again. That's going to be better than what you have now, or better than what you expected and ever. You have that opportunity, but it's upside down right now because of all this bullshit. It's like you have the world in your hand, but you're putting it off. You have the world in your hands. Look at that world in your hands. This is 2. But you know what? This 2 is reconciliation. 2s mean reconciliation. So you're going to have to reconcile with what it was that was this, in order to push it. And you're going to have to do this with it. You're going to have to turn this stuff around, because if you don't, you're never going to achieve what you really want. You're never going to achieve what you're really supposed to be, your divine destiny, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I'm not a Calvinist, but destiny is a real thing. So here you go. The promise of Christ: treat others like you want to be treated. Maybe pull yourself away from all of these people and all this bullshit for a little while and hermitize yourself. And that means you by yourself. That doesn't mean take this negative person with you. That doesn't mean take these people who have caused you all this disruption. Doesn't mean take them with you. It means go find a place. Like I don't even care if you're out traveling for work this week, wherever you are, you need to break away from everybody, and you need to go sit down, and you need to contemplate some things, and you need to really think about what you want. Okay. Oh my gosh, that was a long reading, Gemini. You guys always get me. Let's see, start. And next we're going to go to Aries, and Aries is at 36. So, I hope that worked out for you, Geminis. Now, Aries for this weekend. What's going on, my favorite fire sign? You guys have been having these really rocking readings for the last couple of weeks here. I mean, like, I haven't seen anything even negative come up for you guys, other than you need to help somebody else who's got something going on. But come on now, Aries. Let's see what we got. Aries. Hi, Johnny. Aries. Here we go. What have we got? Boy, y'all's cards just seem to be right on spot right now. We might not even have to be flipping everything. Let's just do it a couple times just to make sure that we have everything in the right spot for you, okay? Whoa, look at that. We had a flyer. Money coming in for Aries. So this reading is for today and tomorrow, because I need a day off. So I'm going to take Sunday off, and I'm going to do this reading, and this reading stretching for the entire weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and I'll be back on Monday. So what do we got? Aries. Where's Aries coming from right now? Ooh, okay. And where is Aries at this moment? And where should Aries be at this moment? You guys better not be messing up this good energy. Oh, that's awesome. You should be readying yourself to receive something new. So it looks like you had some turmoil. It looks like you had some turmoil and it caused some disruption. You may not have the money that you need to have right now. There's some disharmony whenever it comes to money and how things are doled out, whether it's fair or not fair, and the balance. And you're about to be offered something that has to do with cups, creative things, work things, love things, really looking at a good opportunity being given to you, almost like the hand of God just appears and offers you this cup, and you take it. Let your cup runneth over, Aries. Get some more caffeine down my face hole. Let's see what's going on in love life for Aries right now. What do we got? Yeeks. Really? I guess it's good though, because it's the end of the cycle. But it's still in the upright position. So you're kind of starting the same cycle over again that kind of got you stabbed in the back last time. Think back and make some different choices with your love life. Don't go back to something. It's like, I like to say, look at this. He's just been all over everybody's readings today. I like to think about it like this, okay? When it comes to relationships, let me just lay this, like, I'll lay it out there and then we'll move forward, because I don't have I need to keep us on schedule. But I've had such good readings with you guys recently. I just really want you to see what's, I want to really help you out. So if you go to the icebox and you pull out the milk and you pour it in your cup and you look down and it's just got big, nasty chunks of rotten milk in it, right? What do? You don't drink it, right? Don't drink it. No. Do you put the jug back in the ice box? I looked at my ice box when I said that. Do you put the jug back in the ice box? No, you don't. Because if you do, you're going to come to the ice box in the middle of the night one night, you're going to forget about it. You're going to pour you a glass of milk and you're going to drink that nastiness. Do you want to drink the nastiness? No, throw the milk away. It's the same thing with a relationship. If the same shit keeps happening over and over again and you are not happy with it, you have to be strong enough to cut it loose. You just have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no other way to explain it. I mean, that's the truth of the reading. Cards don't lie. People do. Focus. You need focus right now, Aries. You need to focus on your talent, your abilities, and your skills. Ooh. Something you thought, some income stream that you thought was going to die is not going to die. It's going to come back. It's going to be something new. That's really interesting. Not so shabby. Even though you're broke right now, think about it. Ooh, others. You may know somebody who's getting married or about to. You may know somebody who's about to get a contract. Someone that you know may offer you a contract, or it may offer you love. You may check that out because that's not in this relationship. This is others. So you might want to think about that. Let's see. Give us something for down the road here. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Peace, finally. Oh, there's that guy again. Let's see. Oh, tried to pull out two. This bitch. OMG. That's all right because she's covered by this and this. So let's pull these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, I think I got this figured out. Whenever everybody was going through all that decision-making energy, it wasn't really in your chart, and it was hitting you a little bit because it was the daily energy and it was what everybody was going through. But so you didn't make any kind of decision about it or anything. It made itself, and it ends up that there's going to be things that are cut away out of your life, and this new thing is going to start. I don't think that right now. I do see that in the future you will have, because it's going to start something, but it's not going to be exactly what you hoped for, exactly what you wished. But it still will. You still will find ultimately in the end that that you can be successful with it. It's going to bring peace to your life and stop the fight, stop the fighting. This King of Wands in this position, because there's not. I mean, there's like this court card, this one. Did we get another one? This one and this one. And I think that that's meaning to me that there's people involved in this situation, and there's a man who is a very charismatic person. A lot of people know him, maybe famous in his business, or it may be a celebrity style person. They have help for you, or they have information for you. Somehow there's some kind of help that you're going to receive from that person that's going to help you move forward. It's going to help you move, and you're going to have to think back about it. Think back in retrospect. Who do you know like that? And see if you can go to that person for help with whatever it is that you're dealing with right now. Because here's another one, and this one generally means someone who can help you put things right. It also means somebody who can help you and support you. Like if you're really broke and you need a loan, you can go to these people right here. Probably this person will send you this person. But you're going to get information coming in that's going to tell you that that's something that you thought you were going to get money off of. You're really not going to get as much as you thought you were going to get. However, you're going to grow spiritually from this. You're in a position right now where you're growing inside, internally, and spiritually. So not so much religiously, which is good. Spiritually with your own connection with the divine, and that's great. And I do see that there will be a new beginning, but it's going to be postponed. And I think it's going to be postponed because of laziness, or because you didn't do it in time, or because you procrastinated, or whatever. I'm not really seeing this person in the card the way that it is right now, where it's laid out. I'm not seeing that as being a person. I'm seeing that as being a feeling or a way. So it tends to be lazy, tends to tends to ignore things that are true that you need to be acting on. And the reason that I think that is because this card, when it's upside down, it means scattered energies and that you need to focus. It means your talent and ability and skills are being wasted. But this is in the upright position, so I think that it's advising you that that not to be lazy and not to procrastinate and not to put this off, to listen to other people whenever they want to help, and don't be bossy. Just lead by example and stay focused on what it is that you want. And this is what you're building. This is you building it, and it's something that has to do with crafts, and it makes money. It has to do with you making things with your hands, even if it's writing something. It could be writing something, making something, doing something that you do, you're really good at it. And if you stay focused on that, I think it's going to help you, and it's going to push you through. And then you're going to push out the blockage with this and get this started. I mean, it's definitely right side up here. It's just in the midst of a little bit of turmoil because it's not going to be exactly what you think it was going to be. It's like sometimes people think that they're going to be, for real. Did y'all hear that? Sometimes people think, well, I'm going to be a professional baseball player. And in the end, you end up being a coach, or you end up being something else. Let's go through this really quick and see what we got when we turn these out for you. Okay. The Moon, the Hierophant, the Jesus card, the Opportunity card, this card, and this card. Okay. So here's what this means. Just briefly, let me just go through this. Okay. Availing yourself of higher wisdom, becoming more spiritual. We talked about that already. Starting to have dreams or like a spiritual awakening or metaphysical awakening to some kind of gifts that you have, maybe a premonition or empath. Okay. And then there's someone who's going to come along that's a religious person. That's going to give you some shit over it. You're going to have to tell them this. Then you're going to remember the promise of Christ, the promise of look up, dear friend, and see the light. It shines by day, it shines by night. Your wish can be granted. Knock and you will receive. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Remember the golden rule, and you'll be fine. You need to get a little more sleep so that you can be ready for this opportunity that's coming. You need to be well rested. You need to stop worrying about things at night and let that go. Get some rest. You can't even do it. Okay, there's no reason about worrying at night, because at nighttime you can't even do anything. Nothing's open. You can't pay any bills. You can't work. You can't do anything. It's closed. So just shut up. Tell your mind to shut up and go to sleep and get some rest, because there's new opportunities coming. And if you're all dead ass tired because you stayed up all night worrying about shit that you can't fix and you can't do anything about right now, it's just gonna hinder you being able to start. I am seeing a little bit of bad news coming in for you. Maybe it may have to do with something that you were doing that you think that, and it's just going to have to be changed up. I think that it's going to be some news about maybe that has to do with a job or something. Maybe you wanted to get a certain job. You weren't supposed to get that job. You were supposed to be in control, and you're not right now, but you're working on it. You're getting there. That's not bad at all. But I still see that this is going to be delayed. I think it's going to be delayed a little bit. You're going to have time to work on it, and that's good because you're not ready. You have to get all this under control first, and I think that you're almost there. So that was a really amazing reading for you guys. I thought that was awesome. So let's go to let's move on to Cancer now. You guys, 48. This was an amazing reading for you guys. What is the deal with you, first of all, Aries? I mean, like everything just seems to be going right in your direction. It's just like you're on fire sign. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer. Okay. All water signs in the house. What do we got going on today, Cancers? Oh, I think they want the card spun. Or at least flipped. Let's see. See if this fixes it. Oh yeah. Let's flip it again. Oh yeah, I like that better. Totally liked it. So what's going on with the Cancers today? Let's see how we're doing. What's going on? Where's Cancer coming from right now? What's Cancer going through right now? What that they're still feeling the effects of? What's happening, Cancer? Okay, being indoctrinated into new, maybe a new way, a new family, a new something. Let's pull out this book real quick, and let's see what we got. Oh yeah, I've totally forgot. Hey, just a shout out, you guys, Asian Gardens. Oh, I want to eat that so bad right now. Asian Gardens house soup, amazing, right here in San Marcos, Texas. I know I gave a shout out not too long ago to M&M Taco because I was just had the most amazing, I had the shittiest morning and the most amazing tacos. So I was like, thank you. Okay, well informed. You have great skill, ability, and talent, Cancer. You can make great progress now using your skills and your know-how. Recognition for some award or talent, indication of activities within an organization or a fraternity. Like I said, being indoctrinated into something, efforts will finally be rewarded, and you'll start to get a bit of monetary recognition and monetary gain. Libra, Gemini, Venus. That's 30 now. Okay. Anyway, Libra, Gemini, Venus, Mercury. So love and business with Libra or a Gemini. You'll start to have some progress with that, whatever it is. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Let's see, where are you now? Where is Cancer right now? Postponing, plans being postponed, a trip being postponed, not moving just yet, but still movement in the future, but just not yet. There's no major arcana cards around it like that. It's just a straight up reading. Where should they be? Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Let's look at love. I'll come back to that. Injustice and love. So either someone's treating you bad or you're treating someone else bad. Let's see. Finance. Oh, that wanted to drop out a bunch of them. So I'm going to drop them out and we're going to put those in our run. So finance for Cancer right now. What's the deal? That is interesting. Finance for Cancer right now. It's bad. It has to do with a breakup or maybe losing a contract, maybe getting fired, or maybe breaking up with somebody. You are in a situation where I'm wondering if this injustice was done to you or if you did it to somebody else, but it's causing you to not have it's disrupting your sleep. It's disrupting your let's read a little further because there's cards that are just dropping out and that hasn't happened in anybody's reading yet today. So others. Judgment. Let's see what these are. Because this is kind of cutting to this over and over again. I don't know if you've been watching the bottom of the deck as they've been going by, but not getting your wish and having a breakup is, and then depression is really something that's real that's happening right now in this reading. Let's see. Are these wrong? Did I just have them out right side up? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put these back in the deck and I'm going to make them be in the position that they want to be in. I'm not going to just, I'm not going to give you guys some half-ass bullshit reading for some cards that flopped out. I owe my Cancers at least as much time as I have my other people. Let's shuffle these cards and see what happens. This is a pretty, I know I say a lot, but that's because I'm thinking. If I wasn't saying a lot, I would probably just be running off with the mouth and telling you some bullshit, but I'm not. I'm going to try and stick to this and give you as clear of an estimation as I can of what's happening, and I'm going to turn these two, just in case these cards need to be in a different position than they're in to give us the reading that we need. There we go. See my again? My happened again. Man. Okay. Let's pull the script, shall we? Oh my gosh, even though I turned them around, it's still there. Didn't get what you asked for. You're looking back at it wondering what the F happened. And there's a lot of work to be done. This cycle of stabbing someone in the back or using someone or them doing it to you is coming to an end. You're going to have to make a decision on what you're going to do. You're going to have to balance things. You need to get more sleep. You need to stop stressing at night. You are not, the way this lays out, it looks like you're just not following the golden rule. You're not treating people the way that you would want to be treated. You're slowing things down with your money. The money will be there. The money will come. But it's materialism. It's like, and somebody knows about it and they're going to tell on you. Okay. Okay, so whatever you're doing, the gravy train here is ended. The group of people who are dealing with it have made a decision, and they're going to block it. They're not going to put up with it. There's a lot of deception involved in this, and it's caused turmoil where you live and your home and your family life. So, okay. Interesting. So you're coming out of being indoctrinated into something, a group or a fraternity or whatever, but you're not going. It's not going to keep going. It's being this is being canceled. It's being canceled. There's something that has to do of where you need to be right now. It's really interesting that this card is in this position, because this card means lazy. It means not doing the things that you're supposed to. It's using someone else's money. It's like, and I don't know why you would be supposed to be in that position. Maybe it's to learn a karmic lesson. I'm not sure, but there's injustice happening in your love life. Either you're being unjust to somebody or they're being unjust to you. And a lot of this stress is happening at night. So you're not being able to deal with it. And the other people who are involved in the situation have seen this, and they're calling it out. They're calling judgment out. They're like enough. So either they've watched you go through this, or they've watched you do this to somebody else. There's this really strong feeling of living on someone else's dime, or this really strong feeling of, like, if you look at how these are, judgment of this is absolutely just clear. It's clear as clear as a bell that other people have judged you to be this way, and it's telling you that you are that, or you need to be in that position right now because that's how things are, and that maybe that's what's caused this injustice. You're not contributing, um, and this not sleeping, this nighttime drama and everything, this stress, this wow, what's going on, Cancers? Cancer was my memo sign. I don't ever feel like this would be her. Well, she's passed away now, so I don't know. But this is out of character for Cancer. So it can mean possibly that someone's doing this to you, or that you're out of character doing this for some karmic lesson that you're going to have to learn. That's the only thing that I can see, because you're not going to get what you want out of it. And in the end, you're going to look back on it and it's going to cause you more work. And I mean, it's like you're looking back on this like you wasted time or money, or you're not looking fondly. This with this upside down next to it, and then here's the work, and then this right here by judgment. It's like you've been this person, and this drama queen, lazy, not contributing, using someone else's money kind of thing. And I don't know if you've been watching these, we've been showing this card over and over again and a bunch of people's stuff. So you know what this means. If you watch my show, if you watch the Shay Show, you know what this means. And so there's judgment in the hands of others right now. And when we come straight down here to this, it's like they are breaking this cycle. They're like, this backstabbing, this whatever it is, this cycle is not going to continue. It's just not. So you have this decision to make. You have this to weigh out. You got to balance your money. You got to balance your checkbook. You got to balance what you're going to do with your direction. I see this as being, again, with the no sleeping thing. You need more rest, and this is an opportunity coming in, and you're having the opportunity. You have the opportunity to wrap things up and to live in this promise of Christ. But for some reason, you're like you're rebelling against goodness. I don't understand what that even means. You're rebelling against being Christ-like. You're rebelling against, I don't know, Christianity. What are you rebelling against, really? Because it's disrupting everything else here. Sorry about that. I had to have more caffeine. So then there's this Knight of Cups coming along and wanting to give you movement, wanting to give you action, wanting to give you the things that the cups represent, love, creativity, all these other things. You're not accepting it either. You don't want that. And it's slowing things down for you and for the other person. There is money possible. You could be working together with this person or these people and making money for yourself and for everybody else, pushing towards that enterprise distinction, and you're not. But it's available and it will come, just maybe not through this cycle, but this materialistic shit where you're making your decisions based on what you get out of it materially, or you're making your decisions on like I know a male Cancer who does this very, very badly, makes all those decisions on what I get, what's in it for me. And when you do things that are only in it for you, 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 guess what? Only you're in it, and you end up alone. Do you want that? Piscean energy bringing you information, or having the information about this, or knowing this, or telling on this, telling you this. Let's look at this harmony strip here. in the order that they came out and how they look. Okay. Now, this is way more clear than the shit that fell out of the deck earlier, because it kept telling me over and over again that you were having some kind of, you have the ability to start something, but you're holding back on it for some reason. Maybe there's a relationship that you'd rather be in than the one that you're in, and you're holding back on that. But you need to stop. Like, this is 7, retrospective, constantly having to block and defend themselves and balance and protect, right? But it's upside down. So you're not blocking the bad. It's like you're adding to it. Another 7 right in a row, which is telling me in retrospect, like, here's a 7 here. Like seriously, guys, girls, whoever's watching, okay, Cancer, seriously, you need to balance this shit. You need to, or you're just going to end up by yourself and depressed and alone with nothing. But you got like maybe 2 of those out of all 5 that isn't spilled, and they're behind you. If you take a step back, you're going to knock them over. And depression and loneliness. This is a 5. It has protection, it has action, but it's not being used. You're having issues, and I think we've talked about this before with spirituality. I think it has a lot to do with the problems in your relationship as well. And really with you, when you're so out of touch with what you came from and the nature of things and the greater power of the thing, of what flows through all of us and does not need to be named, the divine even, and you're not doing it. You need to avail yourself of higher wisdom. Look for a more spiritual path. If you do, you'll start to get that movement towards enterprise and distinction and doing what it is that you want to do, and you'll start moving forward towards it. You'll also find somebody helps you. Look, King and Queen of Cups. This couple is a very artistic couple. They're a very spiritual couple. They are like this. Could you become this? Yeah, but not in the direction that you're going now. Could these 2 people be 2 people that step in to help you? Yes, but not in the direction that you're going now. These are could be's, right? And again, like I was telling you, the gravy train has ended. So you're not going to be able to go on being this person. This is done. You're not going to be getting any more money or help or support or a free ride or any of that other thing. That's not going to happen anymore. You're going to have to work for it. You're going to not be able to be going out and hanging out so much with other people. That's just not going to be the thing. You're going to have to make a decision. You have to, because the people that are around you are going to struggle against you and not let you do that. You're not going to be able to deceive people anymore. That has come to an end. And if it's you doing, or if there's somebody doing it to you, it's causing disruption in home life, and it's going to stop because they're going to cut it off. It's not your decision, it's theirs. So all I can say is, Cancer, for today and for this weekend, try to be productive, try and help, try and lend a hand to other people in the situation, and try and be honest. Try and cut the drama. Try and not be so materialistic, and stop doing things just because they benefit you. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to cut, and we'll come back with Sagittarius, Taurus, Leo. Okay. See you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna go have some soup.